Hey, welcome back gamers. This is Chad Gaming 808 and today we are going to do a champion guide on Skullcrusher. So this is an epic defense hero. He's the one epic that does counterattack and he should be very high on your want list if you don't already have him, because it can be even harder to pull the legendaries that have counterattack, Valkyrie and Martyr. I do have a Valkyrie. I was very lucky to pull her, and I'll be doing a guide on her later. But anyway, let's highlight Steel Skull. So, he is a defense hero, so I went with Speed and Lifesteal set because he's a key player for my clan boss team. So for my gloves, I went defense percentage. For my chest plate, defense percentage. And speed on my speed boots. I do currently have him speed tuned to the Ultra Nightmare Clan boss. That's why I cannot upgrade these any further, because it'll throw him out of whack with the team, or out of tune. And on my shield, I was looking for speed and defense percentage with a little bit of HP percentage. With Skullcrusher, you do not want him to have any accuracy if you're using him in the clan boss. And I'll go over his skills here in a sec and explain why. So for his helmet, I got a little bit of crit rate. I would like to get this to 100%, but currently with the gear I have, that's not the route I could take. So I was just pumping him full of defense. And again, we got some really good speed rolls here and some HP. So just a quick reminder, when it comes to your weapons, you cannot roll defense. So if you're trying to get some weapons and you're not using it because you don't have a defense percentage, you're never going to get it. That actually took me a little while to figure out, so I just wanted to put it out there for you guys. So for his ring, I went with defense to get him a lot more survivability, and he scales off defense also. So I got one roll. I would have liked to get another one. Getting any type of attack, especially attack percentage, is absolutely useless for him. It does him no good. He does not scale off attack. So his amulet, I went with defense. When at some point when I get better artifacts and I get to 100% crit rate, I will be switching this more than likely over to crit damage just to increase what he can do. And for his banner, I don't have any defense banners. I have a 4-star. Oh, I do have a 4-star defense, but unfortunately it has a speed stat on it. Even though it's 3, it'll throw him out of tune with my team, so I can't use that. Now let's cover his skills. Why is he so good? So his A1, attack one enemy, places a 50% heal reduction debuff if the target's defense is lower than this champion. So this is the reason right here, this heal reduction, you don't want him on the clan boss. On the clan boss, you can only have 10 debuffs on him at a time, and this is completely useless because the boss does not heal. So you having this up takes away from a poison, a defense down, an attack down, other useful stats. So you just want to tank his accuracy to preferably 0. You don't want this to proc. Alright, now this is the reason why everyone wants Skullcrusher. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Places a counterattack buff on all allies except this champion for 2 turns. Places an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn. So let me break this down for you. So he applies this, he puts unkillable on himself, and he puts counterattack and ally protection on the other 3 allies. So when they get hit, all your other allies take 50% less damage, and Skullcrusher absorbs the other 50%. Now, if it's an AoE hit, he's taking an extra 50% damage from all your other allies, and if his health goes to 0, the amazing thing, he cannot die because he has unkillable on. That alone, this right here is an amazing skill set that you definitely want if you're not familiar with him. And an added bonus, he has a passive decreases the duration of all buffs on this champion by 1 turn at the start of each turn. So if the clan boss stuns him, he gets his turn, he instantly takes it off, and he can still attack. And his aura increases ally resistance and faction crypts by 45. To me, this is absolutely useless. I never use him as a leader, but I guess in factions crypts, if you don't have any defense or HP or speed, I guess it's better than nothing, but it's nothing we're too crazy over. Now let's cover his masteries. I went with offense and defense. I did not go with support because remember, we do not want accuracy whatsoever. So I took the standard route on the offense tree down to War Master, just so he can proc even more damage. And on the defense tree, we're looking for obviously defense, sustainability, 50% chance to remove 1 random debuff from this champion if they lose 25% of their max HP or more from a single enemy hit. Retribution, 50% chance to counterattack if he loses a quarter of his life. I mean, it's a really good tree for sustainability. Now, I almost forgot. Let's quick look at his total stats. So I got him at 191 speed, and that is ideal for what I wanted for the Ultra Nightmare Clan boss. I'm still getting used to speed tuning. I'm relatively new to it, but I boosted my damage from around 9 million to anywhere from 14 to 15 million on Ultra Nightmare. So speed tuning is fantastic. I got his defense at 4100 and a little bit of accuracy. A lot of that's with the Great Hall, so there's not much I can do about that. And he has decent life. So since we were talking about the Great Hall, I'll show you guys real quick. So he is getting an extra 80% accuracy just due to the Great Hall. And I prefer not to have this on, but it's only one champion that doesn't need it, and almost every other champion in the game needs accuracy, especially my Bad L. I really wanted to pump that, my Rosin Scarhide, and I'm currently working on my Void. I'm getting up there, 346, so hopefully it doesn't take another couple weeks. Okay, so let's show him in Arena. Let's go ahead and take this one. So this is my standard team. The only people I usually ever switch out are Royal Huntsman, and I will switch him out for Prince Kymar. But with this team, yeah, let's go ahead with Prince Kymar, because if you're not familiar, Prince Kymar is the cure for this girl, Steel Skull. So we're going to take out Arbiter, and we're going to throw this guy in, and let's see how it runs. And as a side note, when we're going through this, I hope everyone watching this, I hope your family is doing fantastic with the worldwide issue we're having. Hope everyone is staying healthy, and let's just get through this together, all right? And hopefully we can play some real kick-ass games in the meantime. Okay, so now it's Steel Skull's turn. We're going to go ahead and use his second ability, which procs his counterattack. Now, he's unkillable. He did go ahead and place the counterattack, which are these double swords. Now my Kale's going to go, piss everyone off. All right. I'm not showcasing Prince Kymar, but this is just amazing why I love this guy. So she has unkillable on. Normally she would take a hit and she won't die. But Prince Kymar comes in, rips it off, and boom. So that didn't really showcase Steel Skull, unfortunately. Let's see if we can try another one. I'm sorry, and this is also in Gold 4 Arena. Alright, we give everyone a boost, do our counterattack, have Kale lay the smackdown, and no one has any buffs up, so we'll just smack him with Kymar. Okay, now we're going to start doing some counterattacks. Boom. Everyone gets a counterattack now. And if you're not familiar with counterattack, this is free hits. So when an enemy hits you, anyone who doesn't get stunned from the attack instantly hits back, unless that character who hit you died. Like right here, that was an AoE attack. Only 2 of my people went because they died. Alright, let's see if we can get some more. Alright, there's one counterattack, and the rest were stunned. Monster is an amazing hero. Now, if I had 100% crit on this guy, he'd be hitting a lot harder. Okay, counterattack wore off. There's one turn in between counterattacks, so that's where you want to watch out for. Unless I use Kymar to reset his abilities. Alright, let's see if we can remove that defense up. Alright, we're going to get some more counterattack and an unkillable. Let's go ahead and boost our attack. I don't know, lots of people like playing this on auto. I really like manualing the arena. I just think it's a lot funner. So hopefully that showcases him a little bit. If you need any type of counterattack, I mean, he's amazing. So hopefully that shows him off pretty good in the arena. The only other place I really use him is the clan boss. As you can see up here in Ultra Nightmare, I actually run a double counterattack. Yeah, my team is usually around 14-15 million. Every now and then it'll drop to 13 if the poisons don't get applied from my Occult Brawler. I'm not 100% sure I want to go double counterattack. I'd love to get a Vizier. That would be absolutely amazing to keep my buffs up. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. Make sure I got Steel Skull. Yes, I do. That would suck to jump into a fight without the champion I'm trying to highlight, right? So I always take off auto in the beginning, because I always auto the first round. I mean, I manual the first round. So I have Bad L, sorry, a little tongue-tied. It's kind of late at night here for me. Yeah, I get the poisons up. Got another one up. So I always start with counterattack with my Valkyrie. And we get our defense down. And I don't use this ability, I wait for the next turn. So I just reach forward and smack him. And all these right here, these are all free hits that normally would take a turn. That's why counterattack is so amazing if you don't have counterattack, and why you should want it. It will increase your damage overall by millions. Alright, and from here I can just go ahead and throw it on auto. So up in the upper left corner, you can see how I have some poisons, a defense down, and an attack down. You can get 10 debuffs going across, and if Skullcrusher, sorry, a lot of steel names, if Skullcrusher puts up his heal reduction, that's just taking the place of a more useful debuff. Now, like I said again, if I had him up to 100% crit rate when he'd be hitting, he'd be causing a lot more damage. But he does have Giant Slayer. Really slurring my words today. I swear to God, I'm not drinking. So the Giant Slayer will still proc and cause big damage. So Occult Brawler, I did a guide on him also. He has a 50-50 chance to apply I believe it's a 4-turn 5% poison just at the start of his turn alone. And then he also has another chance to proc a poison when he hits, just like right there. He procced another one. I do believe I need to get his accuracy higher, that is Occult Brawler. I also have poisons coming from Bad L. Bad L does 2 poisons once every 3 turns. And I'm going to highlight here in a second the importance of speed tuning real quick. So as soon as we get his abilities to be 2 and 3, I believe, that's when he's going to do his one-hit slam ability. And then I'll go ahead and take it off auto. And alright, so now he's going to do an AoE. Boom! Now we're going to counterattack, which is awesome!
Who does HP burn?
Sorry, that's my 5-year-old next to me. My whole family plays Raid Shadow Legends, and my 5-year-old's really getting into it. Okay. So right here, I paused it just in time. So the boss did his AoE hit. Come here, buddy. He likes to sit on my lap. Just be quiet, okay?
Okay. But who does
So
count?
so he did his one hit stun ability, and he hit. Sorry, having a brain fart. Tyrell right here. So Tyrell is stunned. I have Bad L as my fastest, who can do a cleanse. So as soon as I throw it back on auto, boom, the first thing he does is cleanse, and then since it's Bad L, who is amazing, he throws heal on everyone also, and does poisons. So if you don't have a Bad L, another good champion you can bring in here is Steel Skull, who I currently have. I've tried him once in here. I don't have his stats are not where they need to be. Hey, buddy, you gotta hold still, okay? So as soon as I get his defense higher and his accuracy higher, I'm gonna be trying him in here. So everyone's about to get hit, and you're gonna see Steel Skull. Oh no, never mind. It's about to drop off when he does his hit. Boom. Okay. We got a stun. We have a cleanse. So anyway, when Skullcrusher does his counterattack, sorry, and he gets that unkillable, when the boss does his AoE hit, you got to remember he's going to absorb 50% from all 4 of these characters. Bam! Right there, you see all those hits to his shield that just went up, which means these guys take 50% less damage, which is amazing. And if he does lose all his life, he has unkillable on, so he won't die. Okay, so this could go on for another two-ish minutes. So I'll go ahead and cut it here, and we'll get back to you as soon as the round is almost over.